Hi guys. So a lot of you have polled in my stories related to your screen times and having difficulties while having red eye, watery eyes and not able to sleep enough. Guess what? Why I picked up the topic about blue lights and circadian rhythm, reason being it's something that we all need to know about. I think we all are staying in a very digitalized way where we have a lot of stuff around us that is tech oriented and obviously has a lot of screen. Now, small children also, they tend to have these watery eyes and not feeling good about opening their eyes, not blinking much enough, and obviously having fatigued eyes, and that is what we call as drooping eyes sometimes. So something that is called as blue lights are responsible for you not sleeping well or getting up late into the night. And maybe somewhat what Harvard has researched recently upon blue light is obviously that blue lights lead to obesity and diabetic and pre-diabetic issues also in people. How is it possible, right? You might be thinking why I'm talking about all this. Now, a lot of you don't know that nature has got its own clock, right? That's why our ancestors used to say that get up early, sleep early, get up early at a very perfect time and get your day balanced. The reason being, our own organs, our lungs, our heart, our brain, our reproductive systems, everything has a set of time to regulate and release hormones. This is what we call as internal body clock. And when I talk about internal body clock, it's something called as circadian rhythm. Now, the internal body clock that regulates according to our nature also needs to get balanced if we don't follow certain set of rules. It's very simple, but the kind of lifestyle that we are currently having, we are getting prone to new symptoms, we are getting prone to new syndromes, and that is why small little children are also having such huge glasses into their eyes. And why I'm talking about this, because reason being, people just feel that while doing their night shifts, people who are night owls, they don't give a damn about at what time they're sleeping and what time they're getting up. But let me make you very much specifically clear here that when you are sleeping late at night, there is something that is called as melatonin, a hormone that is being released after 6 p.m. because reason being, our body has certain set of hormones that obviously get secreted out in our body according to our own body clock. Now, this melatonin is a sleep hormone. It helps us to sleep well and get a consistent sleep and a healthy sleep. What happens here is while we people are using our phones late night or maybe using any screen like laptop or iPhone or iPad, what actually it emits is a blue light and not any other light. Few people have these questions that what if that we use some another sort of technology just to get that orientation in our routine. But let me tell you, after 6 there is a rule of nature that it darkens outside, and that is why you also need to dim the lights almost around 6 in the evening. At that point of time, the melatonin secretions are really high, but if you give a blue light sensation to your eyes, there is something called as suprachiasmatic nucleus right here, which operates and which stops the release of melatonin, and that is why people land up having a lot of issues related to their sleep cycle. They're not able to sleep well, they become pre-diabetic, they become a lot of Alzheimer's also come in place later on, many more things that come into picture because of blue light. Now, when I talk about blue light, I've done a little bit of research for you people, because reason being, even Harvard has got few sleep researchers working on blue light, and they state that levels of leptin also increases while you get yourself exposed to blue light. What does this leptin do? So a feeling of fullness after the meal, which usually happens if you're not exposed to blue light, just decreases down. So again, you have a lot of craving, and people who have sugar cravings, who have carb cravings, maybe the blue light is your reason. So let's just say it contributes to a lot of things like diabetes, heart diseases, obesity, a lot of watery eyes, not feeling good from inside, fatigued eyes, loss of memory, a lot more. I would love to show you something which usually people don't want to talk about, or they don't given that brief discussion, it's something that looks like a circadian rhythm. Now this is an entire sleep cycle that you can see here. So if you'll see here, I've got 12, that's your, midnight, and this is your noon. So again, 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. Now what happens here is, you can see that your sleeping time is your from 12 to 6 a.m. in the morning. What happens is, after 12, we, probably use a lot of cell phones, and that point of time, we restrict our sleep cycle to become healthy. Now again, the melatonin release stops after 6. Okay, so after 6 in the morning, for sure you feel very, alertness is there. Then you need a lot of good sunlight. While you get up in the morning, just make sure you take ample amount of sunlight at that point of time. Now, after this, again, when the noon starts, here you see that again you need to stop using your phones when a little bit of dimness in the nature comes, that is after 6. So make sure you are getting exposed to the right amount of sunlight, and you make sure that after 6 you just don't land up having too much of blue light. There is one person in where I just posted out, I think Naman is there, so he is using this blue light sunglasses and maybe the frames that he is using, so it has got a feature where you can restrict your blue light. So make sure when you're going to a optician or optometrist, you can just ask for something that works well on your blue lights. So I hope this much amount of information really works well for you, and people have been asking really a lot more on blue light and sleep cycle. This is the reason why I wanted to place this video. I hope this works out for you, and let not small children be exposed to more of blue light using iPads, cell phones, and which is actually happening in such a digital world. So I hope this video helps you out, and I hope you all just don't get exposed to that much amount of sunlight.